Howdy folks, Tetsu here down in lower tiers where the power is low but the battles are fierce, continuing my self-proclaimed quest to archive all the battles during the first 7U tournament, which thereby I hope to bring light to the tier and possibly help it grow. So join me as I move on to the 14th and final match of round 1. Our combatants this time will be Snack against Nat Boomer 21. Like many we've seen so far, I know nothing about these players. Their skills shall be witnessed here today by myself and you, the viewer. If you happen to like the video, I humbly request your clicking of the like button, as well as a quick click of the subscription button and the bell, if you wish to be notified of later uploads, of course. Working together, we can bring even more attention to this fascinating metagame. With all that said, let's begin. Alright, match 14 of round 1 between Snack 3-0 PRA versus and Big Cough. I ruined that. Game 1. Lead metagame. Charmeleon coming out for Snack, and Nat sending out Meowth. Okay. Huh. Well, something to talk about at least. Alright. So, what are the advantages and disadvantages of both Mons? Meowth is faster with a base 90 speed compared to Charmeleon's 80. Stab Slash is a 2-hit KO on Charmeleon. For Charmeleon, it is a 3-hit KO. However, Charmeleon has counter normally on its moveset. Not always, but usually. It also has access to Fire Spin, of course, which can do... I mean, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it can do quite a bit to Meowth in consideration to Meowth's very, very low bulk. Meowth also has access to Bubble Beam, but that's basically just a play-around counter. It's not really going to be doing much damage overall. That's really about it. Charmeleon can use a Fire Blast, which is a 2-hit KO, if it hits, of course. So, that's about it. Let's continue. A Body Slam coming in, instant crits, oh dear. And Fire Spin is going to be Snack's go-to, and it is doing a decent amount of damage. Question is anyone gonna switch? It's not looking like it. Okay, another Body Slam coming out, and counter! Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so down to 15%. I'm assuming, I would have to assume at this point, Snack is like, okay, Meowth's gonna outspeed me, I need to switch Charmeleon out. Question is, who does he switch out to? If he doesn't switch out, then that's a bit telling that there's not really anything on their team that can take a hit from Meowth. If they do switch, more than likely it would have to be Rhyhorn. Now granted, Geodude is a Mon in this tier, but we haven't seen it used yet, so for right now, Rhyhorn's just kind of the go-to at this point. So, well, and to be fair, Big Cough could switch out. I don't know why you would, because, I mean, you got a guaranteed... Actually, Meowth hasn't used Slash yet. Like I said, it's a 2-hit KO. Now, the Body Slam at first crit, but why not just go for Slash? Very interesting, actually. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this thing. Alright. So, play. Okay, instant switch to Rhyhorn here. Okay. So, it's gonna tank another Body Slam. And in comes Golbat. Alright, are we going to see a double switch? Gosh dang it. I press the dang button, it doesn't do anything. I guess there's only like certain points of the video that it actually does work. Man. Alright. So Golbat did come in. Ivysaur was double switched out. Well, at the exact same time as Meowth was. Rhyhorn was switched to Ivysaur. Yeah, there we go. So from here, Confuse Ray goes off. I'm assuming Sleep Powder is going to be the next move. Oh. Hit Okay. And we see a switch to Voltorb. Alright. So, Golbat's go-to move is Double Edge. And that's a 3-hit KO, isn't it? I really need to remember this stuff. Okay, so Bolt, standard calc, 100%, and we're gonna go for Golbat. Calc. Alright, so Double Edge is a 100% chance to 3-hit KO. Okay, nice. So, yeah. That's a decent amount. Now Voltorb, and this is going to be on the switch in, so after that, if they don't switch out, which I'm assuming they're going to, because, I mean, Voltorb's still going to do, like, quite a bit of damage with, like, Thunderbolt or Thunder, if they happen to have that on their moveset. I mean, Thunder does, like, 73%, if it hits, of course. So, yeah, I'm just looking for, what? What? Why? Why wing attack? It's got 35 base power. What the hell? What the heck? Alright, I mean, to be fair, it is stab. So, for people who are not used to Gen 1, maybe it's not something they really thought about. That is something, because I think Wing Attack gets 60 base power after Gen 3? I think? Or maybe it's Gen 2. I can't remember. But Wing Attack does get buffed in later generations. But in Gen 1, it's 35 base power. Which I think is the same as Peck? Which is freaking hilarious when I think about it. Oh dear. Okay. I'm not gonna stay on here too long. That's freaking hilarious. I'm assuming we're gonna see a switch, so to Rhyhorn? Yeah! Got a Rhyhorn. Instant block. Thunderbolt does come down, it's immune. And we're gonna see a switch. Huh. Okay. Does it have Toxic? Because, I mean, you're substituting in front of a Rhyhorn here. Rock Slide comes down, and it does miss. Lucky for Snack. What are they going to do? Switch to Ivysaur. Okay. The only thing that comes to mind, I suppose, with that play is maybe Snack was under the assumption that maybe Big Cough or Nat here would switch? But why? I'm honestly not sure, if I want to be honest with you. That's a bit of a mystery to me. Huh. Okay, well, Ivysaur does come out. This does threaten Rhyhorn with Razor Leaf. So either we're going to see a switch to Golbat, or if they have a Charmeleon, maybe? And I'm assuming Sleep Powder's coming out. Like, okay, EQ does hit, which does a ton of damage. That's not within Meowth range as Slash, right? 47? Maybe? I mean, I'm sorry, hold on. The Ivysaur. Calc. Meowth. Calc. And Ivysaur is down to 47, alright. And Slash? No, it's actually just out of range. Alright, so something to bear in mind for later. But Golbat is asleep. So the only plays that come to mind from here are switching out or staying in. But who do you switch to? First one that comes to mind is obviously Charmeleon, because if they have a Charmeleon, this is Fire Blast range. Guaranteed, if it hits, Ivysaur goes down. Now granted, there are switch-ins obviously on their team, their own Charmeleon and Rhyhorn, who we know is not the best switch-in, because if Rhyhorn gets burned, then it's in for a tough time. But that's going to keep in, and we see a Swords Dance coming from Ivysaur. Okay, Nat's just going to attempt to burn off the sleep turns, while Ivysaur is just going to hit. Oh, and we see a crit! Okay. If I remember correctly, Body Slam with a 2x attack bonus, because I've actually had to calc this before, is a fairly high percent chance to 3-hit KO. Well, a very small chance, actually, if I remember correctly. Either way, it has a chance of 3-hit KOing, and this crit and that crit from last turn basically guaranteed that. Yeah, there goes down. Charmeleon is coming out, so Ivysaur is going to be switched out, no doubt. Unless they want to sack it. I don't know why you would, but they might. They might. So, Fire Blast. Rhyhorn's coming out. Okay. So, Reflect is up. I think that doubles your defenses, your baseline physical defense. So that would be a 3-hit KO. Then Earthquake would be a 2-hit KO, chance of a 2-hit KO rather. And Rock Slide would be a chance at a 3-hit, right? I'm fairly certain about that, because Earthquake on its own usually only has like a 10% chance of actually one-hitting Charmeleon, so that does sound correct. So, play and submission. Okay, that's a 4-hit KO. It's a guaranteed one, mind you. That's 4-hit. You could use Fire Blast. Okay. So I don't wind up okay. Cuz I don't want to talk out my butt here. Let's see. Calc. All right. So yeah, Fire Blast, while it's not super effective, is stab. It actually does slightly more than submission. And I'm pretty sure that Fire Blast has better accuracy than submission. I mean, it's like, what, 85%? Maybe? Okay, I'll be 100% honest, I'm not entirely sure about that one. But even still, that's still slightly more damage. And the chance to burn. Never forget that 30% chance to burn. So, that is a bit strange. So, Rhyhorn is gonna Earthquake here, obviously. Yep. Luckily it wasn't a crit, because... Okay, now this is cool. Now, Charmeleon does get switched out, which, fair. The Gloom here is interesting. I don't believe we've seen a Gloom yet. I'm actually quite excited to see this particular Pokemon. So, it's basically saying, at least from what I know and what I've been able to garner from the Discord currently, it's basically just a Ivysaur switch-in. Ivysaur switch-in. It's a replacement for Ivysaur. Basically, Diet Ivysaur. It's slower than Ivysaur. And honestly, I think that's about it. Its attack's probably lower too. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sorry. I need to know so I'm not completely off my rocker. Or, I'm not saying something completely off base here. So let's see. Actually, it's actually got higher attack than Ivysaur. Actually, most of its stats are better than Ivysaur outside of HP, which is the same, and speed, which obviously is slower. So, it's slower than Ivysaur, but Ivysaur does have access to Razor Leaf, where Gloom only has Mega Drain. Which, don't get me wrong, a Healing move's cool and all, but Razor Leaf, it crits constantly. So, there's that. Gloom, though, also has access, and this is interesting, to not only Substitute and Swords Dance, much like Ivysaur, it has access to Stun Spore, which means it's a double powder mon, and that's pretty cool, utility-wise. Makes me wonder, though. So, I'm assuming Rhyhorn is going to be switched out from here. Oh, right. Rhyhorn is actually faster than Gloom. That is kind of funny. Wait. No, what am I talking about? Faster than Gloom. No, it was a switch-in. So even slow, I do not pay attention enough. Okay, Earthquake gets Gloom. Sleep Powder does come down. And Ivysaur goes for a Body Slam. Why not Sleep? Sleep Powder coming in. Switch. Nope. And Swords Dance. Okay. So I'm assuming this is just going to be a sack at this point. Acid! What? Acid? What? Okay. I've already got it up, so let me take a look at this. Acid after an attack boost, because +2 attack boost from Swords Dance. And the reason for this is because in Gen 1 and in Gen 2, pretty sure up until Gen 4, right? The physical special split isn't a thing. So, all poison attacks, which nowadays Acid would be considered a special move, it's actually physical. Which, ghosts have sort of the same problem. Any ghost move up until Gen 4, I'm pretty sure, is considered physical. Which is freaking hilarious, because ghost Pokemon have great special. Especially in Gen 1. She's like, what? Why? Anyway. Enough of that rambling. But yeah, Acid does at most 32.5%. So a guaranteed 4-hit KO on Ivysaur, if nothing else. obviously, at this point, it's going to be an Oko if it doesn't switch. Yeah, it's just going to be a sack by Snack. In comes Acid. But at this point, Charmeleon just comes in and wipes the floor with you, right? Yeah, Charmeleon, even at such a low base total, health total. And Fire Blast, do we see a burn? We see a burn! Yes! Okay. So, I understand it. Charmeleon not being switched in. Because you don't want its health too low and basically, get whacked. But this is why, and we even got Gangsta SpongeBob's thoughts on this. Because, I was about to say Ghastly's, but Gangsta SpongeBob basically, laid it out pretty beautifully that burn, and we've seen it too. We've seen it before. It just hurts Rhyhorn. It really freaking does. Not only are you getting a ton of damage done over your turn, your attack is now halved. So, yeah, not the best switch in. It's not the worst, obviously, because it does resist, but and yeah, look at Earthquake. It's doing nothing. And there's a non-burned Earthquake, and that wasn't even a crit. That was just base, and it went bye-bye. Alright, so we got Hitmonchan coming in. And a Tentacool being switched in. I'm assuming for submission, right? Yeah, okay. And it tanked that surprisingly well. I mean, it is poison, so it does resist. But that actually took it a lot better than I was expecting. Switch to Gloom. And Hydro Pump misses. And Blizzard takes out Gloom. Yeah, to be fair. Now, Meowth is coming out. I'll be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure how Big Cough or Nate actually wins this. I don't. Because from here, yeah, you can just switch to Rhyhorn. And Thunderbolt. Do you not have Slash? Like at all? There goes Meowth. I can only assume this Meowth doesn't have Slash. Alright, switch to Tentacool to tank another submission. Alright. That still puts Tentacool at a pretty low health total. And it does go down to Body Slam, alright. But now Voltorb comes out and everything's paralyzed. But it explodes! In a crit. Which, I mean, it's Voltorb, so I suppose that crit probably mattered in the extent. Bubble. I suppose to keep from counter. Okay, submission. Going down, and yeah. Alright. Round 1, well, match 1, game 1, goes to Snack. And we move on to game 2. Alright. So, that was an interesting battle. I am really curious about that Meowth's moveset. It has Thunderbolt. It has Body Slam. I'm very, very curious. Does it not? I can only assume at this point that it doesn't have Slash, because otherwise you would use that. But here we go. Lead metagame. Meowth once again from Nate. And in comes Charmeleon for Snack. Body Slam coming out again. It must not have Slash. This Meowth must not have Slash. Also, the fact that Nate has used Body Slam quite a few times and nothing has gotten paralyzed. Yeah. Their luck is horrible. In comes counter, and that does a beautiful amount of damage, 43. Bubble Beam is, I guess, just to play around counter, but yeah, Fire Blast comes in. And that's... Okay, Voltorb. Body Slam. Yeah, this thing does not have Slash. This thing does not have Slash. It should, but it really doesn't seem to. And we got Voltorb here. Who... Are they paralyzed? No. Yeah. Lady Luck is a fickle mistress, and Nate has basically been put on her crap list at this point. Wait. Do all of them have, like, names? No, over here. Pink Lemonade, going down, Exquisite Corpse, Don't be nice, Springtime in New York, and Midnight Heart. Okay. I did not notice that. Alright. Some of these can be quite fun, actually. Alright. So, here we go. Play. So, Rhyhorn gets switched in. It walls Voltorb. Ivysaur coming out. So, we're going to see an EQ. Yep. That's a 3-hit KO normally. We're going to see a switch out. Yep. Into Gloom. Sleep Powder. Boom. Alright. So, Gloom is now asleep. We're going to switch to a Golbat already. Swords Dance coming out. Confuse Ray. Voltorb comes in. And again with the wing attack. What? Why? Why in the hell would you wing attack at that point? I mean, like I said, if they're from another gen, I get it. Wing attack is a lot stronger. But in this case, you know your opponent's got a Voltorb, and they're more than willing to switch it into your Golbat. Why use it? Oh, boy. Moving on. So we're going to switch Golbat. Voltorb's going out to Tentacool, and there is a switch of Golbat into Gloom. Blizzard. Okay, Golbat coming back. Wait, why go... Why go... Okay, let me go back again. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, I see why. Okay, so Nate does not have any ice resistances at all. They have no water types, so they can't resist ice attacks at all, because fire actually doesn't resist ice in Gen 1. So they literally have no resistance to Tentacool. So Golbat, I mean, you do have stuff that takes it neutrally, though. Granted, that's still gonna hurt. That's still gonna freaking hurt. No questions asked. That's painful. Okay, play. Confuse Ray coming out. Blizzard? Yep, there we go. Golbat goes down. And yeah, Nate is on the back foot at this point. Rhyhorn's going to be taking a... I mean, to be fair, at this point, even if they don't have Slash, I think Body Slam would have been a better idea. Like, possibly paralyze whatever's coming in. Granted, their luck has not been all that great, admittedly. But that would be more preferable in this case. Okay. Bumblebeam's coming in. That does a lot of damage, but it's a 2-hit KO. Down goes Meowth. Yeah, Nate is just not in the best way. But they did win the speed tie in this case. So they were able to actually finish off without getting any damage. In comes Charmeleon. Sleep Powder. Nope, Razor... Oh, right, because Gloom is asleep. Right. Never mind. But Razor Leaf does get tanked by Charmeleon. In comes a Body Slam. And no paralysis. I mean, dang. Hydro Pump misses. That's... Okay, like I was saying before, Charmeleon cannot resist ice, but obviously it's super effective. It's hit hard by water attacks. One hit KO'd by Hydro Pump at full health. Gloom is a grass type. Charmeleon cannot resist ice types. He cannot resist ice attacks. But Gloom is hit hard by ice. So, honestly, in that position, just my opinion on this, using Blizzard would have been far better, at least as damage goes. Blizzard does come out, and like I said, it doesn't resist. Body Slam goes in, no paralysis. Charmeleon does go down to Surf this time. Gloom coming out, and yeah, it's not waking up. There's literally no way this is gonna end well. Alright. Well, I'm not entirely sure what to say at this point, because Hitmonchan... Explosion with a crit. Okay, if that would just been a regular explosion, that wouldn't have been... well... No, okay. Oh, critical hit! Oh, gosh dang it! Nat is just... And he's paralyzed! And I actually stopped the recording for just a second. Gosh dang it. Nate has been trying to para the entire time. Whatever you did at this point in time, I am really curious, because Lady Luck is just not on your side at this point. But Snack is just like, yeah, this kid just got... Submission does take Meowth down. Admittedly, it's the only move that I know of that can actually take Meowth out. And... wait, what? Paralysis... Submission, it goes down to 54%. Okay, that's Razor Leaf KO range. And we know that you have Razor Leaf. What the hell? Were you trying to drag this out? Maybe they didn't know that. Maybe they didn't know that or realize it. But Ivysaur gets paralyzed. But all it's going to take is Charmeleon to Fire Blast or Slash you. No, it didn't die! In comes Submission. Wait. Yeah. Okay, wait. He actually did get a para. Nate apparently got a little bit of luck on that. As well as opponent not using Razor Leaf. I don't get that last part. But Snack wins. So he's going on to round 2 of the winner's bracket with Nate, or Big Cough in this case, as it says on the screen, is going to be going down with their first elimination to the LB. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This was a really interesting battle. I'm not gonna deny that. The moveset choices obviously did not help Nate very much in this. Obviously, this is the first round, so any decisions they made were basically probably from their just understanding of what the moves do, usually. If I had to guess. Because, I mean, things weren't optimized at this point. That said, if nothing else, it made it kind of entertaining, if slightly confusing for me to watch. At any rate, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you will all check out the links in the description for the RBY Discord, the 7U Hub, the official forum, and all that for 7U. Check them out. Also, Big Yellow's video, because I put that at the bottom of every tournament video I do, because, I mean, that's how I got into this to begin with. At any rate, y'all have a good weekend. Happy Labor Day, whatnot. I'll see you around.